Right. Hey guys, it is Jessica with Sweet Zoe's Vintage Toys on Instagram, and I also sell on eBay under Sweet Zoe's. And I believe my store title now is Sweet Zoe's Boutique and Vintage because I do sell used clothing as well as old toys and just other vintage items. I am going to show you how I ship my plushes. This is actually how I ship my clothing and my other toys too. So I'm just going to show you kind of the process that I use, the materials that I use to make sure everything gets to the buyer safe and sound. Okay, so we are going to use this plush, which her name is Tickles, and she's a 1980s Hug-a-Bunch plush. I sold her for $28 plus shipping. She is a pretty big plush. She's probably considered a medium to large plush on eBay under their standards. Okay, so what I am going to do is I'm going to be using these bags. And I actually saw another reseller use these kind of bags. Her channel is the Law School Thrifter. She actually uses them for her clothing items. So thank you, Law School Thrifter, for showing me and giving me a tip to use these bags because they've been very, very helpful. Okay, these are the Walmart brand, great value, and you can find them in the same section that you get your Ziploc bags. So these are just Thai bread bags, and there's 100. I believe they're $2.88 at my Walmart. So I actually use, quite a bit of them. I ship my clothing and pretty much all my items in those bags just to give it an extra layer of protection. There are some people who sell used clothing who just put that clothing item straight in the poly mailer, and that works too. So what I'm going to do is, because she's a large plush, I'm going to use two of her. I'm going to put one on the top. I wish that they had them in a little bit bigger size. My goal this video was not to say so much. And I know I've already said it about 5 times. The last video I watched, I was like, whoa. I said about 100 times. Okay. So this is what she looks like so far. She has one on the top. And then I'm going to take another one and I'm going to wrap her legs and the rest of the baby. Okay, I'm going to make sure that they overlap. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, this is where the bottom one is and the top one. I want to make sure that they're overlapping. So that way when I put a piece of tape to secure the bags, it doesn't get stuck to the plush, to the surface of the plush, because you don't want the buyer to open the plush and discover that there's sticky tape that's stuck to the hairs of it, which could possibly damage the item. So I'm going to be using my handy dandy eBay tape. This is like my favorite tape in the world. I love this tape. So eBay gives you $25 free a quarter. I usually spend it on eBay tape because I just love it. Okay. All right, so now she's nice and secure. If anything happened to leak on the box, which has never happened before, and hopefully probably never will happen, but just in case, it gives her an extra layer of protection. I also tape one of my thank you cards. So what this has, it has my name on it. It has on this side, it has just my business info on Etsy, Instagram, and eBay. And across the top, it has a photo that I actually took about a year ago with my strawberry shortcake collection and my vintage Pyrex. And then right here, it has thank you for your purchase, Jessica at Sweet Zoe's. So these are actually just business cards that I ordered from Vistaprint. I believe I ordered 1,000 of them for about $15. Let me show you what I used to do before it got just too too expensive, but this was my favorite little thing to include. I actually print these off at Walgreens. So this is an original picture that I took, and then on Instagram you'll see that this is actually my little icon. It just says thank you from Sweet Zoe's Vintage Toys, and I would just tape. It was a wallet size photograph, but it became just a little bit too expensive, and I wouldn't order them in bulk, so I turned around, and I was having to turn around and go to Walgreens like every other day because I just started to get super busy with my business, and they were okay when I just did it, once in a while. But once my eBay business really took off, I just ordered a ton of these. So I like them. A lot of people don't include thank you notes because they think that people just throw them away, and that is probably true. But I still want to include one. It's just a nice little extra. Okay, so what I do is I usually try to tape it below the actual face, because the first thing that the person wants to see when they open up their package is the nice, the face or the highlight of their item. I don't want to put my card right on their face like that just because I think that it's just more exciting to see the highlight of your item. Okay, so I tape it, and for this one I'm going to be using just a large mailing box. Now it is not a flat rate, but if you go online, most of my post offices have free flat rate boxes available. But for more uncommon sizes, you actually have to go to USPS.com, and they have a section where there's free shipping supplies, and you can order these other boxes. You can order the flat rate padded envelopes, which I actually just placed an order for, and they're absolutely free delivery to your front door. But you want to make sure that you order them at least a week before you actually need them, because they do take a little while to get to you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just put her right in there. And as you can see, there's a lot of room still around. And I wonder if I can actually put her in a different size box. I might be able to. Let me go get a different size box so I won't have to use so much filler, and it'll keep the weight down also for postage purposes. And let me go get a different box and see if she might fit in there. Okay, I went ahead and I found this size box. I actually have all kinds of different sizes just because I do this. This is like my real process. I will try a box, it doesn't work, I try another box, and so on and so on until I get the perfect fit. Okay, this is I believe this is called like a shoebox size mailing box. And no joke, guys, I have all of my boxes in my trunk. That's my shipping center because we just don't have any more room in my townhouse. So I literally have all my boxes in my trunk of my car. Okay, so let's try this one. Okay, I have a little piece of tape here. I usually just put a little tiny piece of tape in the beginning, and then that causes it to fold, and then it causes it just to stay put, and then I go ahead and just seal it with a couple of bigger pieces. Okay. Alright, so let's see. If she fits in this box, then we won't have to use any filler, which is nice. Alright, here she goes. And it's perfect. Fits absolutely perfect, which is awesome. Because I thought I was going to have to use a bunch of bubble wrap, or I use like Walmart bags or newspaper as filler, which I will not be needing. So she actually fits perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and close her up. Again, I just put a little tiny piece at first, and then I come at it with a few more bigger pieces. There we go. Okay, I think this side needs probably one more. There we go. Okay, so the next thing that I do is I get my digital scale. So this one my dad actually bought me. I do have, this only weighs up to 3 pounds. So I have a bigger scale that weighs up to 24 pounds. Sorry, it peeked over there. It was over there. It's actually an old, let me show you. This is it. It's an old school vintage American family scale, and but it actually works like really well. So if I have a package that is too big for this one that weighs over 3 pounds, I'll use that other one. Okay, so I'm just going to put it on a flat surface. I'm going to zero it out. I'm going to place my box. It comes out to be 1 pound 6 ounces, which I'm going to round up to 2, or the post office will automatically round you up to 2. Okay, so what I do is I just go online, and I can't show you exactly the whole process as far as screen share because I don't want to share the person's address, but you just go into your eBay account and you enter in all the information for that sold listing. It prints out, and you just right now I'm not using a very smart way of taping on my shipping labels. People actually have shipping label printers, which is awesome, and then you have those sticky sheets that are blank and it prints out the shipping label, so all you just have to do is just peel it off and smack it on, and then you are all done. So I'm actually still taping them on, which is kind of time consuming, but it's working right now, and I definitely need to go on Amazon. I'll probably order some of those big sticker labels. I usually try to ship out within 2 days of the purchase, and so yeah, so that one was bought, I think 2 days ago. So that is going to be going out. But I just wanted to show you guys just how I put those plastic bags. Want to share with you the type of plastic bag that I put on, and also the thank you card, and just kind of the process I go through with my boxes. And it is so much easier to ship clothing. Honestly, it is. It just goes right into a poly mailer, and that is it. It's so easy. I'm gonna have to come at you guys with a haul video because I found some really cool toys this weekend. I've actually been biting off more than I can chew lately, and I told my husband, I was like, don't let me go thrifting anymore until I get all my stuff listed. But thrifting really is just so fun for me. It's just something I do just to have fun, and there's nothing like treasure hunting, right? And finding that treasure. So I have a ton of pants to list, and because Savers had a 75% off of their pants. There's women jeans. So I bought a ton of jeans, and today I scored a ton of vintage Major League Baseball trucker caps. They're pretty much brand new, $2 a piece. I think I got at least 40. I don't I don't know. I have to go and look. So I've been pretty busy. We've been trying to find a bigger place to store all my stuff because right now we have like a 950 square foot townhome, but I literally have stuff everywhere. Like even okay, this is my kitchen, right? And then just like in this corner, I have bins just stacked up on each other. You should see my living room has tons of bins, and then my clothing inventory that's needing to be listed. My bedroom has been taken over by my lighting kit and inventory, and my hall closet has inventory in it, inside and out in the hallway. It is just absolutely ridiculous. My car, literally right now, in my passenger seat, I have inventory that needs to be listed that I just sourced, and then I have all my packing boxes in my trunk. It's ridiculous. Like every inch of my life has eBay stuff, inventory, has all kinds of stuff. And so we really are in desperate need of just another bedroom. I just need a bedroom. I need a workspace. My kitchen table's taken over the top of my counters. I mean, it's ridiculous. And so it's starting to get to where I'm just like, oh man, I don't even like to invite people over to my house because it's just everywhere. And but hopefully we can get taken. I mean, we can find a place soon to put all my stuff in because it's crazy just having everything always around, and the kids get into it and stuff, and yeah, which is not their fault. I mean, this is their house, so I definitely need my own space to be able to work productively in, and not having to worry about stuff getting spilled on or dropped or stepped over and stuff like that. So all right, guys, that is it. Just a short, sweet video to show you how I ship my stuff, and yeah, that is it. I'll have to. I have like over 30 followers now, which is amazing. So thank you guys so much for that, and we will see you soon. Bye.